beleaguered, unfortunate, but nonetheless proud community has found a braver, more gallant young champion.
Even when they kill me, they can never take the game from a young G.
Who lies before us, unconquered still.
He actually grew up as Tupac's little brother.
I was about to cheat him, but he my brother.
19-year-old Yafeo Fula, a member of rapper Tupac Shakur's backup group Outlaws Immortals, was found shot in the head in a public housing project in Orange, New Jersey.
The member of Tupac Shakur's entourage, a witness to the shooting that left the rapper mortally wounded, has himself been killed.
The mystery that has been around Kadafi's death was that many believed Kadafi was killed because Kadafi was the only person who could identify who the shooter who shot Tupac actually was, and that Kadafi was silenced because of his knowledge.
That night, I was asleep on the floor at Afeni's house. Me, Napoleon was asleep. His brother Camille was asleep. You know, we got the call. And Big G, Edie's uncle, he woke me up and he said, Noble, somebody on the phone, they want to speak to you. They said it's urgent. It was my homegirl, Taliba from Jersey. And she said, Yaki's on the floor. You know, she was at his girlfriend's house. Her and Yaki girlfriend was, you know, like best friends and shit. And she said, Yaki got shot. He's on the floor right now in the hallway, you know, with a hole in his face. I woke the whole house up. Like, what the like, you know, trying to process this shit. What the happened? Who did it? She threw out a name, Mutah cousin. Mind you, Mutah standing right here. When I said the name, his face kind of like, you know, so it was like, you know, my brother Kadafi was laying, but I'm telling him this. It was like the whirlwind of emotions was like, it's indescribable, you know, to ask you who just shot him. And then she say a name, and this, my brother's right here is his cousin, you know.
Your cousin ended up accidentally killing Kadafi?
Yes.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building, and this is Machiavelli Media. The death of Yaki Kadafi has sparked some new interest again over this past week with a very touchy situation. You have Young Noble and Napoleon Mutah Bill, formerly of the Outlaws, currently engaged in some type of beef on social media. It all started with Young Noble doing an interview with my homie, The Art of Dialogue, and Mutah actually taking offense to a few things that Noble talked about. And on his social media, he recorded a rebuttal in a sense, and he brought up a couple things that kind of pissed him off that Noble had to say. In response, Young Noble put up a serious post where he got a couple things off his chest, but the most important part was the end of the message, where he flat out said, basically, dude, why don't you tell everybody why you was asked to leave the Outlaws? And by the way, it wasn't no accident that your cousin killed Kadafi. And you owe his moms and you owe us an apology, a public apology. And I'm like, wow. God damn. That's a lot to unpack right there, man. Shout out to Noble. I got respect for him, man. Much respect. And shout out to Mutah. But what exactly happened? Over the years, Mutah said that his cousin shot Kadafi. They was drunk. You know, they was playing with the gun, and that's what took his life. You know, us in the hip-hop community, before we heard those things, a lot of us assumed that maybe Kadafi's death was related to him coming out saying that he could point out who killed Tupac. I remember seeing that footage myself on the news like it was yesterday. You know, Kadafi was the only one that said, yeah, he could identify the shooter. Years later, they tried to switch it to the driver. And all I know was 2 months later, Kadafi was dead himself. And that had everybody fucked up, man. You know, everybody was trying to figure out what exactly happened to him. And then years later, when you found out the killer was actually related to Mutah, it fucked you up again. And then you heard it was an accident. You're like, okay. But once again, Young Noble has recently come out and say, it wasn't no accident. It was a murder. And you owe a public apology. And us in the hip hop community, we just want to know exactly what happened. You know, you see both of these artists do public interviews. Both of them seem to be pretty transparent. I'm talking about Noble and Mutah. And fans just want the truth. You know, what exactly happened? Was it related to Tupac? Was they playing with the gun? Was there some street beef? What's the truth? I don't know if we'll ever know exactly what happened or why that happened to Kadafi, but we all would agree that was terrible. But once again, Young Noble flat out told Mutah that it wasn't no accident, and that's serious. I mean, I hate to see two brothers beefing like this, man, but, you know, Young Noble said it's the time for the truth season, you know. This is truth season. And he ready to let everybody know what really was going on about a lot of things, man. And goddamn. You know, this Kadafi murder, when it first happened, you was hearing stuff about witness intimidation and people not being honest. It's just a lot to unpack, man. And like I say, once again, to hear Noble say that, it's definitely going to open up a can of worms. Tell me what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Machiavelli Media. Turn on them post notifications so you'll be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.